Hello everybody out there, and welcome back here with the future once again to another showcase and review for everybody. And today we're going to be opening another pack of Guardians of the Galaxy Chinese bootleg figures this time that my dad picked me up. They're called Galaxy Guard. Obviously they're Chinese bootleg because they couldn't even use the same name in the cell, but they are the exact characters. Really awesome looking little mini figures, even a mini ship in here. I mean, they are really well done. I can't wait to open these up and check them out. Obviously they came in this bag with just the barcode on there, and that's it. So Galaxy Guard it is. Obviously they are representations of the 2014 and 2017 films written and directed by James Gunn. You have Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm a huge fan of both of those movies. They are two of my favorite Marvel Studio movies ever done. And yeah, I don't really care for many of the Marvel movies done lately, but Guardians of the Galaxy were both good efforts in my opinion. I love the mixtapes and how they follow those and everything. And so yeah, my dad knows that. I love the Guardians. And so he picked me these up in an online auction, and I have to shout him out. I appreciate it a lot. He checked out my last video and liked it, so I hope he checks out this one and likes it again. So big ups, Dad. Really appreciate it here. Everybody who is tuning in that has not tuned in before, make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below, give me a like if you like what you see. If you're a returning viewer, I really appreciate all the feedback here on my channel, guys. So let's check out these Galaxy Guard Chinese bootleg minifigure set. That's what I'm going to call them, representing the 2014 through up to the 2018 animated series as well. There's an animated series looking figure here, and that series is ran from 2015 up to this month, currently in 2018. So very cool here. So they went through all the realms of the Guardians of the Galaxy here for these Galaxy Guard Chinese bootleg knockoff figures, whatever you want to call them. So now let's check out the packaging real quick. As you can see here, the packaging, yeah, like I said, just came with the barcode, and that's it on there. And then you can see the figures are within. There's supposed to be 12 figures in here, I think my dad told me. And they look real cool from outside the packaging. Yeah, so let me put the camera to the side here and bust these open so I can show you what they come in. But obviously these have all the characters, main characters that I could see, and also some other key characters from the film as well, and the animated series. So yeah, they just come in these individual bags here, so very easy to open, so no need to even make a cut here to do the opening. Put them all down here for now. There's only one figure in here that, I mean, I think I know who it is. It's just a version of Drax, but it's a version of him that I've never saw before, so maybe it's not Drax. I'm not sure, but all the rest are pretty identifiable. So yeah, it just came in those two bags there, like you see, and this bag with the barcode on it, and that's it. So yeah, as we put that to the side, get the camera up here again, and yeah, these are just incredible in my opinion. The paint applications and everything are done so good on these, and I'm going to set them up, and we'll start off here with the non-crew members, and then we will do the crew, the whole crew. But yeah, I mean, big ups to my dad for these, because he knows I'm a minifigure collector. These got to be like no more than 2 inches tall, maybe under that. And I love the variations they gave you in this too, not just the characters, but they gave you a lot more than just the characters as well. And like I said, they're very well done, especially for Chinese bootlegs. So first of all, let's check out the non-members of the crew. First of all, you've got Ronan the Accuser, who was one of the main villains in the first film, and also he is in the comics as well. But Ronan the Accuser, looking very sweet there, man. Got a big old crushing hammer-like deal in his hand. Of course, Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel Comics, and then in the Marvel Studios films. They were as well. That looks more like a movie variation of Ronan the Accuser there. Here you have Nebula. Nebula was played by Karen Gillan in the film. Lee Pace, by the way, played Ronan the Accuser. I think they did a good job on this Nebula as well. I mean, for just, you know, Chinese bootleg figures, very well done. You can see the paint jobs and everything are very well done on these. So you can't beat that. And one of my favorites that they did in this, obviously, was none other than the Benicio del Toro character, the Collector, aka Tanelier Tiven. That's his real name. He gets exploded in the end of the first film, and this looks just like his character from the film, so that's why I'm saying they based these off the films and the animated series, as you'll see here in a bit. But very well done. Cool to get a little Benicio del Toro character. And now we're going into the crew here. First of all, in the first movie, he really was a part of the crew at first, but more becomes part of the crew, and in the second movie he does. But it's none other than Yondu himself here, the space pirate, played by Michael Rooker in the movies. So very well done. The blue head and the suit. I love in the first film how he directs that arrow by whistling. He looks a little different in the comics, has a bigger mohawk and whatnot, but you see they even have the purple mohawk on. They paid good attention to detail on these too. They got these little stands. So very cool to have Yondu. First figures of those four that I've ever had. The rest here I have either a figure or a vehicle of each. So there's Nebula, the Collector, Ronan the Accuser there in the back, and Yondu. And now to the main Guardians of the Galaxy members here. Yondu more like an associate of the crew. Here is, first of all, the ship that they fly in, their starship, known as the Milano. Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, flies the ship. So I have a Hot Wheels version of this too that I have not shown off yet, but I had to show this off here first. So I have two versions of the Milano, but I wasn't going to open my Hot Wheels one. If you've seen my Hot Wheel reviews, I keep them, most of them, carded. But very cool detail and paint job on this one. So you have the ship as well, so a whole collection. And 12 exactly. Next, I'm going to show this one first because I'm pretty sure this is Drax, or supposed to be Drax. I've just never seen him look like this. But he's got his two blades there too, so I'm not sure which character this actually is. He got some white there on the chin, but not a big deal. But I'm thinking it's just a version of Drax, the Destroyer. But he doesn't have green or grayish skin like he does in the movie or the animated series, and this one's kind of bent. I'm trying to bend that back into place. But you know, with the two, you know, blades in his hands, but I'm not sure. This could be somebody from a totally different film or somebody different, so if anybody can give me some help on that one, let me know. But I think that's a version of Drax. Here's the other version of Drax that they give you, and this is obviously the animated series Drax, because this is how he's colored in the animated series, with the gray skin. In the movie he has the reddish skin, and he had green skin also in the comics, but I didn't think they want to make him green in the movie because obviously Gamora is green. But they did a good job on this one. I like his pose there, standing really imposing and intimidating with his arms crossed. It's a little animated series of Drax there, so very cool. Next, I'm going to show off Gamora, the green-skinned female of the group. Started out as like the, you know, unwillingly like stepdaughter or something of Thanos. I can't really exactly remember what kind of daughter she was, but ends up breaking off of him and joining the crew in the first movie. This looks also like an animated series colored Gamora. Very sweet. Next we'll do the two Groots that they gave me. They gave me a baby Groot, so that's why I'm saying some of the Volume 2 movie is also implied into this set. Growing up out of his pot. Featured in the second movie. Gotta love Baby Groot. I have a Baby Groot figurine that my dad picked up for me that I'll put up in the suggestion box to the right as well. From Chinese Bootleg as well, which you can check out. Marvel Tight Culture it was called. But he was grown out with legs and stuff. This is my first like little potted Baby Groot. There is a little potted Groot in the Marvel Universe box set that I have of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he's grown up a little more in that one. It's just a totally different version. I wish I had the box set out to compare it with. Next you have Big Groot as well, and everybody knows Vin Diesel played Groot in the films. Look at his big ass Groot feet. Just a tree, just a big tree. He plays an integral part in the end of the first film as well, saving the Guardians, and that's how he ends up Baby Groot in the second movie. But Vin Diesel does the Groot in both movies. I like the look on his face too, and I like they made him a lot taller than the other figures, which he should be because he was taller. And I'll show you the scale here next to the other figures. He's a lot taller. And of course we've got to do Rocket Raccoon next. Him and Groot are good buddies in the film. But yeah, I really like this Rocket Raccoon. They did an amazing job on him in my opinion. They paid good attention to detail in these minifigures. Looks like he's wearing his more of an animated series style Rocket Raccoon. But nonetheless, really cool version of Rocket. Yeah, I think they did a great job on these Chinese bootlegs. Galaxy Guard figures, or Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously. And then you have Peter Quill himself, Star-Lord, here, who's having a little trouble focusing in there, sorry. There we go. Let's get it on. Of course, Star-Lord is the main man of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And this looks like his animated series colors as well. I do have two animated series figures on card that I did a showcase and review of that I'll put up in the right. You can go check out. Sorry about the few seconds there that I took to try to get this to focus in. Sometimes this camera has a hard time focusing and I want to get a good shot on them. But yeah, really digging these now that they're out of the package. I want to thank my dad big time for picking me these up. Always love when he picks me up these obscure, you know, Chinese bootleg figures. If you haven't checked out the TMNT one, the TMNT movie figures that I picked up from my dad, I did a video on before this. Make sure you go check that out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Drop a comment down below. Give me a like if you like what you see here. And I will be back with many more showcase and reviews on my channel here. And until next time, guys, I want to thank everybody for checking these out. I'm really digging them. I think my favorite out of all of them is probably, I think Rocket Raccoon's really cool. Obviously, I'm a sucker for him. But I think they did a really good job on each of these. Ronan the Accuser is one of my favorites. I can't just, pick a single favorite, really, now that I think about it. I also like none other than the Collector here. Just because I like Benicio del Toro and he played him in this film, so very cool. But yeah, I really can't just name one. But yeah, guys, thanks for checking this out. Until next time, guys, I really appreciate it. And as always, peace out.